Yo guys, what's up guys? Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and I am freaking beat. Oh my god, I had such a free comic book day. I was falling asleep. I'm like, yeah, seriously dude, I was about to fall asleep in a restaurant afterwards. Anyway, I want to give a big shout out to everybody that I saw today. Two fans came out to see me. Victor is one of them right there. What's going on, Victor? I'm glad you made it back home. Unless you're on the side of the road changing a tire and you saw a notification on Twitter, in which case that would really stink. But glad you made it back home. Yeah, thank you so much for coming out to see me. Made it much more awesome being able to hang out with somebody instead of just by myself. So, yeah, appreciate it. What's going on, brother? Manuel, what's going on, dude? Sean, hey, I finally saw the movie. It's about time. I was going to send snipers. Oh, how's that feel? Rory, what's going on, brother? Oh, Jesus. And Rory, I want to thank you for coming out to see me also. Rory gave me a whole bunch of comic books today, which I'm about to go over in a couple of moments, dude, because I got some serious comic books today. First off, I think we should go over the free comic book day stuff. So, today was free comic book day. A lot of these comic books will still be hanging out. They'll still be here tomorrow. In the interim, I got the Avengers free comic book day stuff. That was kind of cool. I got... actually, I'm going to give you guys a secret in a moment. First off, I got to see Richard Comley again. I've gotten his autograph before. I've interviewed him. Very cool guy. He's going to be starting his own comic book event pretty soon. His own comic event pretty soon. Comic-Con. Yeah, his Tri-City Comic-Con, they're going to call it. Tri-City Super-Con. Not even just a regular Comic-Con. Anyway, also talked to him today about trying to maybe interview him. And not just a regular interview him, because I've already done that before, but actually have a full-blown documentary about him. Because I feel like this guy is a national treasure, and he will be honored as such one day. For now, yeah. So anyway, and he agreed, which is awesome. I also got number 2 and number 4 of The Pitiful Human Lizard signed by Jason Liu, which I think is totally freaking awesome. That is very cool. Going to get him to do an interview also so we can talk about The Pitiful Human Lizard. Excuse me, let's see. And what do we got? Looks like I got a signature by... Oh, I got my 4th one from The Button. If you guys remember The Button, I got the lenticular cover here. It's can't do this with the glare from the thing. Anyway, yeah, it's the Jay Garrett and Flash, the old and new Jay Garrett Flash lenticular cover. This had come out 2 weeks after I'd seen Jason Fabok last year at Free Comic Book Day. So it's cool, man. I walked like the dude had a line. Easily 30 people deep, I'm not exaggerating. I walked right up on the side of the line. People looking at me like, who is this motherfucker? I was like, hey, Jason, man, you remember me from last year? Could you sign this last one? He's like, yeah. Bring it over. There you go, man. I was like, thanks. Talk to you later, man. I felt so good about it. If you were somebody who's standing in line for all that time and you just saw me kind of sneak up, get what I want, and walk off, I am really sorry. But, yeah. Anyway, what do you call Moon Knight? The latest issue of Moon Knight. Ty Templeton and Smith down there. I'm so sorry. I don't know the name of the colorist. Her name is Smith. Her last name is Smith. I don't know her first name. It's inside. You know what? She deserves some kind of a something because she did. She literally just signed it Smith. Like, is that her only name? Smith. What's going on? Lewis, Geek Force, what's up? Edward Brewer, what's going on? This big hit at your local comic book store. Edward Brewer, awesome, dude. Free Comic Book Day should seriously be like a national holiday. I know it's on a Saturday, but I'm just saying. Okay, man, she got a crazy name. Look at that. Karen? I guess it's like just Karen. But anyway, yeah. So that's her all the way on the side. So she was there also. And I don't know if she's like dating Ty Templeton or whatever, but like that was kind of interesting. They both showed up. They showed up together. And I was just like, oh, cool. He came with his wife. Awesome. And here's something very interesting. First off, you guys go on Twitter and check it out. This was very cool. I get there, and Jim Zub, if you remember, was there. The way that it worked, Sean has to try to calm down with that Moon Girl thing. What's going on, Joe Fisher? Chuck Dixon was at your LCS. That's awesome, Edward. Yeah, Jason Lewis, he's a very cool guy. Did you read your free comics? No, I did not read my free comic books today. Goldface is going to die. Well, then the dude's going to die. Yeah, that's right. I saw that thing. He's going to die because Tomar Reed's son, or actually I think he died also. Anyway, somebody's going to die. So people are going to die, and it's going to be very deadful. Anyway, so I asked Jim Zub to be there. I didn't have the courage to ask just on my own, but what's his name? Carlos from Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles had asked me. He's like, dude, so you getting more hits on your videos? Like, any more famous guys talking to you? I was like, yeah. Actually, Jim Zub actually just contacted me from, and he's like, oh, No Surrender. I was like, yes, Avengers No Surrender. I was like, yeah, it's like really cool. You know, somebody's been sharing my videos with him, and now he, like, you know, checks me out and stuff. He's like, oh, that's awesome. Ask him to come for Free Comic Book Day. I was like, I can't do that. He's like, why not? I was like, because he just commented, you know, and shared my video, and like, he's a very cool guy. I can't just ask. You can't keep on asking the dude for favors. I'm going to ask him for $10 also. Asking for gas money? Like, come on, dude. He's like, just ask him. The worst he could do is say no. I was like, okay, that's true. Okay, fine. So I asked him, and he said yes, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I got Jim Zub to sign my thing. To, what is this? Professor Bill, you are a champion. That is so cool. Yeah, I don't like just the name on my thing. I like an actual, you know, address it to me, because I'm there to see you. I'm there to get you to sign my comic book. I'm not interested in selling this anytime in the future. Anyway, you might be saying, well, Bill, why'd you get Champions 19 of all things? Well, first off, this is the first time that he's jumping on this book. Also, it's the first appearance of Snowguard. Now, I've got very interesting information. One, he is willing to share with me all sorts of information about Snowguard, a brand new character. So I'm going to be talking to him. I'm going to be in communication with him on email. I'm going to ask him a whole bunch of things and expect to see and explain in a minute on Snowguard, his new character. I'm very excited about that. Another thing, he showed me on his phone. He's like, come here, let me show you this. So this is like reminiscent of Chip Zdarsky, just opening up like, dude, here's some cool drawings and some upcoming things that's about to happen on you know, in the future. So he's like, all right, let me check it out. So he comes over. I come over and I look, because I mentioned that, you know, I'm one of the fans, one of the few, but I'm one of the fans of Riri Williams. So I go and I look, brand new armor for Riri Williams. Brand new armor for Riri Williams. It looks awesome. I can't wait to see this actually come into a big thing. He's like, you can't go around and start, you know, bragging about it, saying what it looks like and this and that. I was like, I'm not going to take a picture. Nope, I'm taking a look, and that's it. He's like, nice. This looks cool, right? I was like, yeah, it looks very cool. So that, totally awesome. Totally awesome. Also, if Nerditcher Doug is looking, I may have gotten a a Mr. Miracle. Look at that. It came with the foot pads. They're removable. I guess I could put them on the hands. They won't be the easiest thing to do. Comes with a mother box. I'm just saying. Not like totally awesome or anything. I looked for a big Barda. Couldn't find her. But this was more than enough for me. So I'll be hanging this guy up with fishing wire, because he is freaking awesome. Yes, so all that happened. Oh, also, I got a Lockjaw plushie. I found the Lockjaw plushie. My son actually found him. This was actually last night, not today. So I've got a Lockjaw plushie. I'm just saying. Yes, I am excited and ecstatic, all rolled up in one. Where did the bag for this go? I got a whole bunch of stuff to show, dude. I got so much stuff to do, and I got to review comics for tomorrow. And I'm hoping that what do you call it? I got to do the Lewis from the Geek Fortress actually sent me the preview that he's gonna the review that he's doing, that he just did for something, and I'm gonna edit that and put that up for tomorrow. And I gotta hope that Joseph Books and Comic Boom are gonna do the thing. Tell me about Snowguard. I'm gonna tell you about Snowguard, dude. Absolutely. Are you doing a poll on what powers? I'll tell you what, guys. Take a guess at what the origin of her powers are, and then whoever wins gets an airborne high five over the screen. All right, that's what we'll do. And then I will actually, by the end of this podcast, remind me, and I will tell you really quick the origin of her powers before I actually get into the actuality of what she can do, because she's awesome. Check out what else I found. The Terminator, dude. I found the Terminator. Right after Free Comic Book Day, I went to a thrift store really quick because I was about to crash down. I'm exhausted. And I went back. I didn't realize how tired I was, but I went back. I'm like, let me go and check out my local thrift store really quick. They usually got some good stuff, and boom, I found the Terminator mask. So I got a nice empty space right over there. Yes. Oh, man. Also, you may notice my Unicron has the chest pieces now. Yeah, I found those. I was like, excuse me, these are actually mine because I bought this a while ago. Like, oh, okay, fine, here. Gave it to me, so that was cool. Got the local preview magazine thing. Check this out. That's right, I got Miss Sexy herself. I got the Scarlet Witch. I'm so in love with the Scarlet Witch. She's such a hottie. But anyway, she also comes with the, darn it, the different pieces, the different bath pieces, for crying out loud, for Odin. So she comes with the head, the different head, and she comes with the blue cape. So I'm probably going to switch out the head at the very least, because like I like the red cape, but that head is much cooler. And this is the version of Scarlet Witch I like, the comic book version. So I was debating, should I get this? And I just looked, I was like, you know what? Why am I not getting this? So I grabbed it. Yeah, huge fan of the comic book version of Scarlet Witch. Okay. Oh, and for $5, I found the Rock. I found the Rock. You smell what the Rock is cooking? And in case you're curious, it's pancakes. Okay, so, Magical Avalanche. Not bad. Hey, TrueMate, what's going on, dude? I was looking at an old video. And I saw your name in it. I was like, where's TrueMate been? I haven't seen TrueMate in a while. So I was actually thinking about sending you something. I was like, no, I don't think, maybe. So, but no, I'm glad to see you're still alive. I'm glad to see you're still around. Nadia Pym explained in a minute. Yes, we kind of do. We kind of do need a Nadia Pym explained in a minute. Okay, so, here's the thing. I actually went to a different comic book store to get my free comic books because I didn't want to wait in a ridiculously long line for that. So, I got my Avengers. I got my Free Comic Book Day Spider-Man. I got Suicide Squad from last year, which I think is pretty cool. The guy came out, he's like, hey, did you ever get this? It's like, no, I didn't. That's awesome. So, last year's Suicide Squad #1. And here's something I'm excited for. Transformers Unicron. This was actually the thing I was most excited for Free Comic Book Day. It's IDW. This is going to be the End Times event. And if you saw my review of Transformers #1, I did not put up my review for Visionaries versus Transformers yet, so I will not be talking any further about that. Okay, I will. There's an end credit scene, which I didn't tell you what the actual end credit scene is. The end credit scene is that Unicron is coming. They see that Unicron is coming. So, because this event is going to, at the very least, reboot the Transformers universe, but it may actually, and since we're in Canada, it's reboot. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so good stuff like that. Okay, shoot. None of these are in order. Why would they be in order? Okay, anyway. Crap. Okay, you're going to see, I got issue number 165 of Fantastic Four. This is the second appearance and the death of the Crusader. Now, I have it somewhere. I don't know where. I went out to a comic book store last night to get something really quick. And while I was out there, I saw for $17.50 issue number 164, which was the first appearance of Crusader. I'm a huge Quasar fan. This is obviously his costume. This is the Quantum Bands. I'm like, dude, awesome. Hey, Truman, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the channel, man. So I was just like, Victor, you and I, we like shook hands and stuff like that, man. So yeah, you don't get to cheat. Anyway, so Sam Ross was in the free comic book issue of Captain America. Oh, Ross from the Hulk. That'd be cool. So anyway, so I got issue 1 and 2, but I was at the other comic book store today, and they had this issue for only $6.50. $6. It's just $6. So they had the other issue there for $6.50, and I'm so mad. So I paid $11 more than I had to. I could have just gone to and this place is next door to me. The other place is 45 minutes away. So yeah, I'm a little bit salty over that, but it is what it is. I also got issue number 392 of Thor. This is the first appearance of Quicksand. Yeah, not a huge character. The comic book store guy didn't even know this. But I was like, wait a second. And I looked it up really quick, and sure enough, first appearance of Quicksand. So that was actually kind of fun for me. I got the first appearance of Quicksand now. Not like the biggest character in the world, but yeah. Okay, and should I put these in order? I think that I should. Okay, so 7, 28, 29. Jeez. 31. 39 and 40, and this one is issue number 231. Oops, wait, 231? 231 should go back. How did you get back there, dude? Seriously, how does that happen? Oh, I'm so tired, I can't do math. I can't math right now. I'm too tired to math. Okay, here we go. So I got a bunch of Iron Man comics. My favorite version of Iron Man is the Silver Centurion, and I think you guys know I love the borders. I love the borders, so I actually got the border here for Silver Centurion. That's issue number 212. I got issue 221, which is the third appearance of Ghost, which I just put up Ghost Explained in a Minute last Tuesday, and I just put up Spotlight on Story for Ghost. You might want to check that one out if you're not familiar with the story, because that is actually the lead up to the Armor Wars, the first Armor Wars. That's kind of a big deal, and I will be discussing the Armor Wars in an upcoming Spotlight on Story. What do you call it? Issue number 227. Actually, and this is part of Armor. I just got 2 issues from the Armor Wars in an auction coming to me. This is part 3 of Armor Wars. Here is part 4 of the Armor Wars. This is an important one when it comes to Captain America. You'll see the Captain back there. And issue number 229. And then the next one is actually the final issue of Armor Wars, but I didn't find that there. And then we have issue 231, where he's making a new armor. 239 and 240. This is where the Ghost actually comes back, and then he has to team up with bad guys in order to stop the Ghost. So very, very cool issues. Genuinely excited about these. Let me put that over here, and let me check out this auction that I won with Rory. I got a lot of effing comics, dude. Bill, did you cry at the end of Infinity Wars? I told you I did. Go and check out, what do you call it, my non-spoiler and spoiler reviews. Yes, I cried, dude. Like, I was heartbroken. Okay. Okay, cool. So I won a bunch of Iron Men. So I got issue number 193. This is when he started wearing his old original armor again, and that issue was available, and I actually I went to bid on it, and I was gonna try and get it later, and I missed it. Like, I have to, for some reason my computer starts to freeze on me if I have the whole thing open to check out bids, so I have to find the ones that I want and then individually open the things. Thanks, Roy. Idea, read your free comic books live on podcast. Yeah, sure, I'll just sit here and read stuff. And so the first appearance of Barracuda and first appearance of Blackheart, and passed on both and regret it. Yeah, that buyer's remorse is something, but people who don't buy remorse, that's something else. Also, guys, don't disappear, because I've got something amazing to show you guys in a couple of moments when I'm finished with these little runs here. So issue 198 of Iron Man. Issue 199 of Iron Man. This is where issue number 200 is where we see the first appearance. I think it's 200 of the Silver Centurion, but issue 203 has him in there. So, So, Silver Centurion starting up here. Issue number 250 of Iron Man. This is where he goes back in time to the Camelot days with Doctor Doom. Like, this is this and the other one are key issues. I need to get my hands on the other one. Issue 288, awesome. Not spring cover. I forget what these things are called. It's almost like a foil cover. Anyway, and then this one, issue number 290. where we've got the new Iron Man armor. And then, 64-page issue number 300 celebration right there. Boom. Oh, and Rory said that he had a whole bunch of things on the back. So that's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to have to see what these are. These are raffle tickets that you gave me? Awesome, dude. Got a World War Hulk over here. Cha-boom. And here we go. I got a bunch of Marvel Knights Daredevil. So I got issue number 31. I got issue number 41. I got issue 46 with Typhoid Mary. I got 47. I got 48. 49. These are all just really famous covers. 50. I know everybody's seen this cover before. Issue number 50. And issue number 51 with a little Echo action. Really excited with this lot. Like, I like to get like certain runs, and yeah, like runs specifically with like with the Silver Centurion armor. I always loved that one. I fell in love with that one especially because that's the armor that they showed Iron Man in for the Marvel Face Rip game when that first started, and it's also the armor that he wore for, you saw it, the Armor Wars. So that was totally cool. You're reading Lady Mechanica? Awesome. Red Black King, what's up, dude? Don't start the party without me, man. I'm sorry. Bill, do you know any 18-year-old girls? I'm legal now. Hook me up. This guy. They say that Canadian women are the best. I disagree, except my wife is Canadian. So, okay, and what's this? I got a hidden one over here. This one's got like rubber bands on it. I'm going to open up. It's going to explode. Oh, that would suck, wouldn't it? I shouldn't do this stuff live. Rory might have a freaking grudge against me that I don't know about. Okay, so what do we got? A whole bunch of cool stuff. Oh, hey, I wonder if Sean Sindrai is paying attention. What do we got? What do we got here? Where's your snipers now, Sean? Where's your snipers now? Issue number 1, tough guy. Oh, what's this over here? Is this also a key issue? What's going on? Is that the first appearance of whatever her name is? The other moon girl? The ego moon girl thing? Yeah, what do we got now? What are we talking about? Where's your snipers now? So, I'm checking them out. Oh, I think this was a, I don't think I actually ordered this one. Rory, shoot, what did I order? I ordered, I don't remember ordering this one, but I know you said you were going to throw a couple in there. So I remember specifically I ordered, whatever, I ordered like 3 of them. Oh, no, okay, these ones I already had, no complaints. I already had issue 5 and 7, but no complaints there. I think I don't know, whatever. And here's issue 9. This is Secret Wars 10. Whoa, Secret Wars 2. The Secret Wars 2 storyline. Anyway, here's issue number 1. Here's issue number 2. Here's issue number 4. Yeah, I'm ecstatic about getting these. Loved both the Secret Wars were great. The second one wasn't quite as good as the first, but it was still great. I got a Marvel 2-in-1 with The Thing and Triton, issue number 65. So that's awesome. Very, very cool. Love the Marvel 2-in-1s. It is actually my intent to own all of them again at some point. I got one of the 2 keys. The annual number 7 was important. Annual number 6 or 8 was also important. I can't remember which, but yeah, I'll get that also. And then there's one with Thanos in it, which actually has a really important storyline. I believe that's actually the one where Thanos gets turned to stone by Adam Warlock, which is like, dude, why would you put that in a 2-in-1? But okay, whatever. I love 2-in-1, so just bring it. Yeah, the Thing was such a big deal back in the day, man. He was such a big deal. Oh, I hope that we can return to those days again when people look up to the Thing like, dude, he's such an awesome character. Okay. Dick Fillmore's not here, huh? I was hoping he was going to show up by now, because I got something that's going to make him completely flip his freaking lid when he sees it. Okay, so let's going to be the last thing that I show you guys. So, okay, here we go. Armor Wars 1, Part 1. I gotta actually put them together. Armor Wars Part 2. So I've got all but the final issue of Armor Wars at this point, which means Armor Wars Spotlight Story. It's coming soon. Edward Brewer, it's clobbering time. Victor, that comic was incredibly British, but she's hot. I approve. Which comic book is? Oh, Lady Mechanica. Yeah, Lady Mechanica's cool. Rory MacArthur, surprise! Thank you, dude. You are awesome, man. Thank you so much for the bonuses in there, man. I love it. Absolutely love it. Man, I got to stay away from the Daredevil back issues. They'll make me broke. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. Man-Thing will be in You Are Deadpool #3. Oh, cool. Hulk over everything today, man. Okay, so check this out, guys. Do you remember issue number, annual number 11 of the X-Men? This is a key. This is a key because, like, none of this stuff matters, but this is one of the earlier appearances of the M-Cron Crystal. This was the issue, if you remember. I remember the first time I ever explained a comic book, I was 14 years old. I was living in Asbury Park. We just moved to Asbury Park. We just moved to Florida and New Mexico, and we tried, living in a bunch of different places, and my mom didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? So we all had to move back. But I remember, I remember we moved to a place in Florida. It was Osceola. I went to Osceola High School. We lived in Kissimmee, so Osceola. So it's Kissimmee and Orlando. We got to go a bunch of times to Disney World, which was awesome, way back in 1990. I guess that was 1990. And my uncle was there. We got to go out. We got to shoot a bunch of guns. He had a scooter. He's like, here, it was a little Honda Spree. So I got a scooter, and I just used to drive all over the place. Used to see armadillos running around. Like, totally awesome time down there. And I got a job. A whole bunch of us were working at this place called Publix. That's Florida's version of a supermarket. You know what I'm saying? You got like ShopRite in New Jersey. You got a whole bunch of different places. I forget what it's called in New York. Victor, you'd know better than me. But anyway, yes, I'm going to review Moon Girl, dude. Yeah, all that stuff. Like, there was a lot of really cool things to do in Florida and a whole bunch of comic book stores. Anyway, so we just did all that. Oh, and I was working at this place called Publix. My mom was working there in the bakery. And I was working outside pushing carts and bagging groceries. And we both started making the same amount, but I made more than her because I got tips. So I was actually earning more than my mom, and she hated that. And that was the reason why we left Florida. I kid you not, that was the facetious little reason why she said, I'm not living in a place where my son can make more than me. My 14-year-old son is making more than me. So, yeah. I was there for like 4 or 5 months, and then we left. Yeah. We'll and that's actually the reason why, because I was making more than her. Anyway, so when I did move so all I could do when we were traveling so much, moving from place to place to place, trying to find, and we wound up moving back to New Jersey eventually, back to Asbury Park, and I made friends wherever I went. I was just talkative, and can you tell? And I met this dude named Zuelo when I got back to Asbury Park. Puerto Rican guy, biggest guy in the school, so go figure. And we used to just hang out. We used to talk. He used to come over, and I used to wear. The reason why he took kind to me is because I wore a little button with the Riddler. And when I was in art class, I used to draw Riddler all the time. I used to be like, riddle me this, Batman. What's red and purple with question marks all over? It's like, duh, it's the Riddler. But people would look at that and be like, dude, are you infatuated with the Riddler? I was like, I don't know, I just like his costume right now. It's kind of cool. It's a phase. But, so that was actually my nickname in Asbury High School for a little while. Somebody might know me today by that. I don't know. But anyway, so he came over to my place the one time, and we were just talking about comic books. He's like, what's your favorite comic book? I was like, oh, it's got to be X-Men annual number 11. This is the one where he actually dies. Wolverine dies, he gets shredded, and a single drop of his blood falls on the M-Cron Crystal, and that's where we learn that his healing factor exists in every single molecule of his body, every single atom. and the Omicron crystal technically made him into a god, like as powerful or more than the Phoenix. So, and I remember after all that huge explanation, the only thing that Zuelo could say back to me was, "There's only one god, man." I was like, "Oh, well, in this comic book, it was Wolverine." So that's me. Okay, here's an interesting one. Issue number 58 of Power Man and Iron Fist. That right there is the first appearance of El Águila. And yes, that means the eagle in Spanish. So, El Águila, the very first appearance. He is a mutant who has the ability to channel his bioelectricity into his sword, his little épée or rapier. Totally awesome character. Also, you may have noticed that I already did a spotlight and story on this, but issue number 14 of Volume 1 of Moon Knight, the first appearance of Stained Glass Scarlet. That is, excuse me, this is a key. This is huge for me. Love it, love it, love it. Captain America and the Falcon, issue number 208. This is the first appearance of Arnim Zola. Yeah, Professor Bill doesn't clown around, man. He knows. Professor Bill, the professor knows where all the keys are. I saw the image and was like, oh, I know what that is. Here is... This was a very interesting issue number 253 of Captain America, where he kills Baron Blood. Very, very, or at least this is the beginning of that story arc. Here we go, issue 24 of X Factor, first appearance of Archangel as Archangel. Oh, looks like he, on the back, looks like he actually knew that one. Okay, cool. But anyway, first appearance of Archangel. Huge fan, huge fan. Okay, this was huge when I was a kid. This is the first time that Sabretooth started to get punked out. But the appearances of Sabretooth in the Spectacular Spider-Man comics. This one was first. This one came up second. But the first two appearances of Sabretooth, they were fighting against Spider-Man. They were amazing. And after a conversation I had with Victor today, I'm under the understanding that cool characters, cool bad guys get punked out when they go and visit Spider-Man, because like the Juggernaut was a character who you couldn't push him around. He was awesome. The only person who ever chumped him out was Gladiator. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. The purple dude, the Shi'ar with the mohawk. Nobody else could ever punk out the Juggernaut. And all of a sudden he goes into the 2 issues of the Amazing Spider-Man and he gets jacked up. Like he winds up walking into quick dry cement and he gets stuck. Somehow he gets stuck in quick dry cement. It's like, man, I'm glad he didn't step in some bubble gum on the way. That would have jacked him up too. Like, that's ridiculous. The Juggernaut should not be. You can't stop the Juggernaut, but except unless you have quick dry cement. Like, come on, man, come on. So, but those were still amazing issues. It was great to see Spider-Man almost die doing that. And in here, Spider-Man beats Sabretooth because he spins web in his face, and Sabretooth actually claws and rips the webbing off, and it rips the skin off of his face, and he's in so much pain that he can't continue. And it's like, do you not know that he has a healing factor? Seriously, did you not know that? So, yeah, he got kind of punked out. But, Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 120, 25th anniversary cover on that. I love these covers. I love these covers. Here is going to be a future spotlight on story. Whoa, get back here. These are the first appearances of the original Sin Eater. That's right, peeps. Professor Bill is not clowning around. Not clowning around. So this is also, if you remember, this is going to lead to the fall of Eddie Brock. So, you know, Venom, because it was the Sin Eater story that wound up screwing him up. And over here, I've got, it's not the first appearance, but this is issue number 139. Not the first appearance of Tombstone, but it's the origin of Tombstone. So, Lonnie Lincoln. Very, very cool that I got my hands on that. Now, I've actually got a whole bunch more. I'm not going to go crazy showing you all of them. I just got to take some time and put these away, and I might actually film that and let you guys see, like, you know, how I'm putting my comics in order. But I got one more comic to show, and I don't see... You said you love the good moments. Yeah, I love the good moments in everybody's career. I think this may be his younger self. What is this? I think X-Men Blue 27. I think Havoc may be trying to be the good. Have to see. That would be nice. Yeah, turning back to good. Watch the Penguins and Capitals game. Oh, the Penguins and the Capitals are playing. That's hockey, right? Sorry, I don't actually know. And what do we got here? Okay. Oh, you got the Sin Eaters. Nice, Red Black Cane. I figured you would because you're big on the symbiotes. Okay, guys, this is the last comic book I have to show you, and I'm going to show you the back of it covered first because look at the size of this thing. So it almost looks like this is one of the Marvel graphic novels, right? Yeah. So this is actually a big deal. My wife got this for me. The Death of Captain Marvel. Marvel graphic novel, issue number 1. What do you call it? The writing and art by Joe Starlin. I am going to be seeing, yeah, I know, Rory, dude, and I'm going to be meeting Jim Starling at the end of June in Country Cottage Con. So I'm going to get him to sign this. Dude, this is original first print. I think the guy wiped it once or twice with a diaper, a clean diaper, just to keep it in good condition. Like, this is amazing. This is amazing. My wife went on her own to go and pick it up. And she met the guy. She bought it on eBay, believe it or not. What do you call it? It was for $100 Canadian, like 90 whatever dollars Canadian. So it was actually for 79 US. So she got it for like a little under 100 Canadian. But she went there and it was free if you just went and picked it up. It was in Toronto. So she works in Toronto, so she just went across the street practically and picked it up from the dude in a restaurant. So the guy is like 60 years old, something to that effect, and he was not crying, but you could tell that he was having some seller's remorse. But like the deal was done. And I personally, if I was there to pick it up, I'd be like, dude, if you want to renege on the offer, just give me back my money and we're good. I don't want to take something like this away from you. This is a really big deal. So, but she didn't know. So he picked it up fairly new. You can see there's a cover price of $5.99 on this, dude. $5.99. Like that is amazing. 175 points for the wife. I know, right? Like, that was amazing. She picked this up for me. She knew. And I'm going to get this signed to me. I'm not going to get it like just Jim Starlin. No, to Professor Bill, because I'm not selling this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not selling this. This is mine, baby. But what I am going to do is I will be doing a spotlight on story for this. I will be doing a spotlight on story for this issue. I actually already have the notes together, and my wife said, wait. I'm like, why am I waiting? I just want to get it filmed and over with. I was going to film it 2 nights ago. And she said, wait. So I will open this up and actually like thumb through a couple of the pages carefully in the future. This is actually my biggest grail right now. This is my biggest grail. So I am ecstatic that I've got this. And I'm also going to give the guy a shout out on this because like I got it. So I'm going to tell my wife, like, contact this guy by email again. Ask him his name, tell him about my channel, all that good stuff, and I'm going to like shout the guy out and be like, thank you so much, brother, it is in really good hands, because he was actually asking questions that she didn't understand why he was asking, and I had to explain it to her. She says, he kept on saying, is this for you? This isn't for you, right? Because he could tell that she doesn't know anything about this comic book. She doesn't know anything about this. So she's like, no, it's for my husband. He's a collector. He's a big time collector, and like, you know, this is big for him. She should have told him I was, you know, a YouTube channel. She didn't know if I was going to be stalked or something like that. I was like, it's YouTube. Technically, everybody who's a sub is technically a stalker. They're an accepted stalker. Think about it. What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? If I follow someone on Twitter, I'm technically stalking them. All of our Facebook friends, we're all stalking each other. What's the big deal? So she just didn't think about it that way. But I'm nuts, so that's fine. Anyway, so I'm going to try and do it just to let the guy know that it's in safe hands, and if he ever wants to see it again, he can look at the video. Because, like, that is stalker with permission. Exactly, acceptable stalker. Bill, when I reach 5,000 subs, what will I do? That's actually a good question. I don't know. Don't I do enough? I bust my butt. All of my free time goes towards this channel, man. But you know what? I guess I can give out some digital comics. You know what I'm saying? Something to that effect. Just you know, follow me on Twitter and then I will send you a private message, with codes to something. I'll just have some kind of a contest. I don't know. You know what? I can absolutely put that together. Angelic music plays in the background. I know, right? Okay, guys, I actually have favors to ask. I forget who it was. I could check, but I'm afraid of everything blinking out on me. A podcast naked. Well, I guess you're of legal age now, right? Oh man, listen, I could do it, but you're going to see a gut. What you're also going to see is that Sicilians, you know what? I'm not going to embarrass all you guys. Anyway, so what do you call it? What I want to do is, somebody gave me a suggestion, and I didn't know if it was such a great idea at the time, but thinking it over, yeah, it kind of is a good idea. When you think about the DC stream service, I didn't investigate that, but I saw some notifications from the DC people, so I subbed to it. I'm going to have to actually check it out. I don't know what the stream service is. I'm going to have to check it out. I thought I see rock hard abs. No, dude. You will see... Hey, Jesse Johnson. What's going on, brother? No, you will see powerlifting abs underneath my beer belly. That's what you'll see. I used to powerlift when I was younger. I do not powerlift anymore. So, those abs, that core strength never really goes away. But, yeah, everything else can, including your leg muscles. So my leg muscles are all but gone. Victor was making fun of me because I was, grunting a little bit when I was, bending down. We were looking at video games. And I'm just okay, this kind of hurts. Okay, getting back up now. Not cool. So I actually have to start working out again. Anyway, I am trying to put together my website. And if anybody knows somebody who can put together a website, good ideas and everything put together, and continually manage a website, this is a paid position. Please let me know, because I am looking to actually get somebody to do, but I really don't know exactly what I want to do with the website. I just know that I need to have a website to feel legitimate. I've said it before, right? So I'm looking for paid positions, somebody to help me out to actually start putting together my website. I've got starters, but somebody might want to scrap it and do something completely different. Spatayana, yeah, I believe you. The name says it all, Victor. Yeah, the segment's coming, Sean. The segment's coming. What else I want to do is, this guy suggested a Facebook page. I've technically got a Facebook page. I've got a Facebook page and a Facebook group. But I don't know what I'm doing with these. I honestly don't. I'll put up some of my videos on there. I'll put up some funny memes once in a while. I'll do little news articles here and there on the pages. I don't really know what I'm doing. So what I'm thinking about doing is, anybody who knows how to do some of the Facebook groups, and Lewis is going to probably be the biggest dude in charge of it from the Geek Fortress, but I would need a couple more mods. And as I see people posting and things like that, I want this to be a regular Facebook group, mostly about whatever. And one of the big things I want to do is, I want to be able to put a whole bunch of comic book previews there. So I have Agamotto. You can absolutely, you get a free bid to be a moderator there in a Facebook group if you know how to use Facebook really well, because yeah, I don't. Just the idea of be a mod. I want to, the previews that come out for comic books on I think they come out Sunday into Monday. I want to have those posted up there, and then I want to have a space so that we could put up reviews. Everybody can go and check out my reviews for the comic books on Comic Book University on Facebook. But as for everybody else, I want everybody to be able to do their own review, their own opinion of the comic books. So, and as I see people doing reviews, I'll check out. So literally, put up the 4 to 7 previews for a comic book, and then underneath there, every new comment, not a reply to a comment, but every new comment will be a review for that comic book that's up there. And then the replies to each comment will be, oh, I liked your review, it was cool, or hey, your review sucked, or hey man, your zipper's undone, just whatever, and just people could type out a review. You want to do a little video review? Absolutely, put it up. You know what I'm saying? But I want everybody to have an opportunity to review a comic book, so we can have one page with a whole one post with a whole bunch of reviews and commentary about the review, what I did, what I didn't like about this. Oh, you forgot this, or oh, your grammar sucks. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just let's be cool with each other. I would love to be able to do something like that, because it's Comic Book University, not Comic Book me talking to you guys. It's university. Like, everybody gets to talk in a university. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would really like to do. So anybody who wants to jump on board with that, by all means, please get in contact with me. Hook or by crook. I've got so many different ways. I got my email on the front of the Comic Book University YouTube page. All that good stuff. All right? Hook me up. And yeah, let's talk about trying to make this a reality. Hey, Jeffrey Lane, what's going on, dude? Thank you, man. I'm actually, what do we got here? I will do the gossip section of the website. That would be cool, man. I'd totally be down for that. So anyway, and then I would like to put up some things for Twitter. I'd like to do a little bit more on Twitter. I want to actually do a little bit more. I want to actually do something on Instagram also. I've got an Instagram account. I'd like to actually do something with it. I got some old Pokemon Go snapshots that I put up there 2 years ago when I was thinking about making Comic Book University. So that's weird. Anyway, so let's get on to... Oh man, I got the freaking Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. thing up here. I want to put something for Free Comic Book Day. Yeah, I told you I was exhausted. Okay, so it is now time. Also... Guys, I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but like Jim Zub, when I went and met him, like he saw me and he's talking to me so much, like he recognized me, which was totally cool. Like the guy is a freaking saint. The guy's an absolute saint. Where's all this stuff? Okay, I can't find his stuff, but he posted this oh wait, it's here, right? Okay, whatever. It's someplace. Anyway, he posted a picture of me, and he's like, oh, I got to hang out with the great Comic Book University, which I thought was cool. Like, he recognized me, he's talking to me and everything, and I just thought that was, like, the coolest freaking thing in the world. So he actually asked to have a picture with me, which I thought was totally awesome. Let's see. Oh, Zilla just retweeted that, which I think was cool. Nerd Scum just retweeted. That's cool. Nerd Scum. Nerd Scum knows Comic Joe and Comic Boom. I gotta get in contact with him. Maybe he can also start doing some reviews on the channel. Get some more views coming to him. Also, did you guys notice what, oh, for crying out loud, let me unplug this. What, Comic Joe actually has a new look right now. That's Comic Joe, who does reviews, indie reviews on Mondays on my channel. So, like, freaking awesome, man. I made some suggestions. I said, why don't you just be the Flash channel of all things? Like, review the Flash channel stuff first. Okay, here we go. So, Jim Zub tweeted, the mighty at Comic Book Uni stopped by to say hi. I stopped by to say more than hi, dude. I asked you to freaking show up. But, yeah. So, he had somebody, he was drawing a picture for somebody. He's a writer. He's the writer on No Surrender and all that stuff. But he's actually, he's drawing a picture for somebody. And he actually tells the guy, hey, man, can you take a picture? You see, there's my beer belly. He's like, hey, can you take this picture of me and the professor? I'm like, oh my god, Jim Zub asked me to take a picture of him. I had, like, I'm not, what the hell's a Sicilian? if you're joking. Sicilians, we usually consider ourselves very different from regular the mainlander Italians. We're the island south of Sicily. Anyway, no, seriously, like, I had the biggest ego in the world when he did that. Because he's just like, dude, he's giving me props, which was the coolest freaking thing in the world. He did not need to do that, and so unbelievably cool that he did. So I was on freaking cloud 9, man. So then he goes and he tweets this out, and it's like, dude, I'm a made man at this point, which is Sicilian, right? So, and then I got a picture with Jason Fabok in here someplace. Now, if only I could find the darn thing. We're not going to actually show pictures now, are we? We're going to be a jerk, aren't we? No. You're here, and you're coming up. Oh, no, that's not it. What's that? Oh, there we go. No. That's my picture with Jim Zub. Oh, here we go. So I got a picture with Jason Fabok, who did the lenticular covers for The Button and a lot more. Like, he is one of the hottest artists in the world right now. Jason Fabok is like, he's it. He's number one. So, well, no, but I shouldn't say number one. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. That's actually kind of rude. But, no, he's, like, he is extremely desired. People are, like, scrabbling to get him. And I believe he's got a DC exclusive contract at this point. Okay, so, let's see what we got today from the segment. Oh, yeah, I saw some of the stuff. Okay, so, this is his haul. He got a... Okay, that one's not going to show. It's going to be one of those ones that's always going to turn sideways. Not cool with that. Yeah, gold face. Okay, this was actually a really cool story that this happened. This is James Gunn, the guy who did the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Hey, what's up, David Nelson? Welcome to the channel. So, James Gunn is sitting in an airport, getting ready to fly out someplace, and somebody shows up with a small stack of comics for him to sign. And that's cool. Like, the guy makes Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Somebody wants him to sign their comic books. Okay, cool, man. I would ask Anthony Mackie to sign How did that just flip over? Who's controlling my stuff? Somebody's controlling my stuff. Anyway, so he shows up, and he also leaves the latest issue, Jason Aaron's Avengers issue #1 for him, which is funny because he's like, I've been waiting to read this. So while he's sitting in the airport waiting to fly, he gets to sit and read his comic book now. So he's like, that was the coolest thing in the world. And it's like, yeah, you know what? Why wouldn't we bring some kind of a gift to these guys who write for us? Granted, we pay for these comic books, but like, why not? I mean, it's like, hey man, I got you this. You know, say I made you a macaroni necklace, whatever. And then, you know, maybe they'd be more willing to sign stuff for us. Okay, oh yes, Death wins. So there's a new version of Death or something showing up. Maybe that's the Unseen, I don't know, but in the Infinity Wars stuff, and the Infinity Countdown stuff that's coming up in the comics, there is a new character showing up. And, yeah, oh, what's this over here? A bunch of repeats. A whole lot of repeats. Oh my god, Wonder Woman issue #51 variant cover. Okay, these variants by this artist, I know this artist's name, I can't remember him right now. He did the variant cover for Jane Foster, which was amazing, for issue #705. He did a Supergirl one, and now this one. This is just, like, this guy has got to be the most amazing cover artist ever. Dude, what is his name, Sean Sadrai? I can't remember. But, anyway, yeah, this is totally awesome. I got to get that guy to do some commission work for me. What do you want me to draw? Everything. The death of Death's Head. Oh, Death's Head is dying? No way! That's not cool. He'll be back. Yes. Out of left field, I am rolling up a face rip character, got a robot with good ensnaring missile and good claws. Oh, so you're making Darklaw. Not Darklaw, Darkhawk. Look up, Darkhawk, explained in a minute. Check him out. That's basically what you're making. Squidward was my favorite villain here. Squidward? I think it's Squidward. Anyway, so, yeah, dude, free comic book day, man. A whole bunch of good stuff. I'm going to probably have to check out some of these free comic books and review them. I think I'm going to catch a nap first, though. I am exhausted. I am so exhausted. Wow. Freaking exhausted. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much everything. Yeah, I've got a big mess to clean. A big effing mess to clean. Thank you for Black Order members, explained in a minute. That's actually not a bad idea. I wish I would have done that earlier. It was dumb of me to have not done that. Honestly, and very short-sighted of me to have not done that. I'm going to be starting a new format for my Explained in a Minute. We should do fan theories about superhero deaths, right? What do you think of Jamie Foxx's Spawn, maybe? I don't see Jamie Foxx as being such an amazing actor, to be honest. I know he did a great job, and for me it was tainted, but I know he did a great job in, what was that one he did with Tom Cruise? Like, he did a really amazing role in that. I didn't like the ending, so that was kind of tainted. It tainted it for Tom Cruise also. Tom Cruise was amazing in that. Jamie Foxx was amazing in that. Yes, he's an Oscar winner. What for? Was it for that movie? Collateral Damage, I think it was called, or Collateral Report, something like that. What do you call it? David Nelson, Stanley, Art Gem, Lou, I got Mira covered today. Oh, nice. But anyway, and I loved him in the Jamie Foxx show. I've watched every single episode of the Jamie Foxx show when that was out. One of my favorite songs to this day that I'd love to see him play is "Throw Your Panties on the Stage." Like, I'm just saying, like, that was the best. And then, like, the big gigantic panties came up on the stage. It's like, oh! In my opinion, that was better than the Martin Lawrence show. Just, I know. Damn, Gina, there was all that good stuff there, but no, this was Like, this was just such a freaking smart show. For Ray Charles, duh, stupid. Why did I forget Ray Charles? See, he was so good in that, I didn't see Jamie Foxx, I saw Ray Charles. No, you're 100% right. Yes, there we go. Bang. He did do an awesome job in that. Okay, huge fail on my part. Epic fail on my part for that. Wow, I can't believe I forgot Ray Charles. Duh. Yeah, like, he was Ray Charles. He wasn't Jamie Foxx in there. Dude probably had to go to therapy to remember who he was after that for a month. He was so, like, deep in that role. And he didn't kill himself like Heath Ledger did. I'm just saying. He did an amazing job. I know, it was in drug OD. Not too big of a difference. What do you call it? But him playing Spawn, like, maybe he'll be, I don't know, honestly. Like, he could be great. He could be great in the role. At the same time, not Jaleel White. What the, Michael Jai White is still alive. He's still in amazing condition. I'm sorry. That would honestly be like recasting Blade in a movie when Wesley Snipes is still alive, and I would still love to see Wesley Snipes in Blade. Like, to me, I don't see that as being much of a difference, except this is such a better choice. Michael Jai White is a good actor. He's fantastic. He can move better than you know, what's his name? Any Given Sunday. I never saw that. In Living Color. Whoa. He was in Living Color? When was he in Living Color? I don't remember that. The Waynes were in that. And Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was in that. Jennifer Lopez was a backup dancer. I don't remember him being in that. Was he? I was really young. Okay, I'm going to have to check that out. Anyway, oh, wow, okay. I guess he was. I'll have to go and check that out. Yeah, I never saw Any Given Sunday. Anyway, like I said, he might be really good in it, but Michael Jai White, man, like, he's Spawn. Why would you get somebody else to play Spawn? Oh, we don't want to confuse fans. Fans are a lot smarter than you think. Just, So, yeah, I'm a little salty over that. Maybe when I see it, as long as they give him a role, maybe make him the, not the Vindicator, what the heck was his name? The Violator. Maybe make Michael Jai White the Violator. Why not? I didn't particularly like, was it Ray Liotta? Whatever the guy's name was who played him. Like, just too snarky. Okay, whatever, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Dude, stop. I swear, I don't care if you're a demon spawn or not. I will whoop your sorry butt. You need to stop. Getting out of my last nerve, man. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's hard to see him recast because, especially, like, if you guys watched Blood and Bone, I'm sorry. There was no greater martial arts movie. Yes, I'm included, like, and it's not a pure martial arts movie, so I'm not comparing it with, like, what do you call it, Bruce Lee movies. But, like, a modern-day martial arts movie, I'm sorry, I don't see anything better than Blood and Bone, which you can watch for free on YouTube in multiple platforms. Amazing movie. Like, that was, like, the best movie. I loved that. So, yeah, I have a hard time imagining. He was in the last 3 seasons. Oh, okay. Interesting. Love that. What, Blood and Bone? Yeah. Who needs a solo movie more than Hulk or Rocket Raccoon and Groot? They're not going to do a solo movie for Hulk. Just Drax with his sax, I know, right? They're not going to do a Hulk solo movie again because Universal Studios owns the distribution rights to the Hulk. So when they made that Hulk, both of those Hulk solo movies, they didn't get the money for the distribution of the film. So that was a huge loss for them. That was a terrible loss for them. So they will never make another solo Hulk movie. That's why they're more than happy to put him with Thor or with the Avengers or with whatever. It's like, here's a Black Widow movie. Here's the Hulk. Makes sense, right? Right? You want to see the Hulk? Because here's the Hulk. We're not going to make another solo movie of him. They're not. They're just not. So, yeah. John Leguizamo as the clown. Yeah, the Violator. Ooh, Cobra Kai. Yes, I've got to see that one. That's on YouTube. I was just talking about that with Victor today, seeing Cobra Kai. Anyway, yeah. Dude, I got a lot to do. And I'm gonna be watching Cobra Kai. I'm gonna go get my laptop and watch that over here, like on the side, as I'm working here on my desktop. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, I I also want to explain the Fantastic Four. Oh, sorry, really quick, my Explained in a Minute videos, I'm going to be revamping them a little bit. So I'm going to change the format a little bit. I'm going to make them into kind of like a countdown top 10. So, 10 things about such and such character in about a minute. So, explained in a minute. So, of course, because here's the thing. Too many people keep on commenting, oh, looks like it's more than a minute to me. I'm seeing 3 minutes on my screen. Looks like 3. And I'm literally thinking to myself, these are just people being snarky, and I got no time for that. I'm not going to respond to this. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to happen. But I told this to my wife last week, and she says, no, don't actually get mad at these people. Like, well, I'm not mad, but why? Why not? Like, they're just being snarky. It's like, no, they're not necessarily being snarky. When you see something said in a minute, but it's more than a minute, in your mind, you've already prepared yourself for a minute. So even if you could see that the video is 2.5 minutes long, in your mind, it's like, okay, they said this is going to be a short video. In my mind, it's only a minute. It's already overtime now. And a very short video can feel like it's a long video. Okay, interesting. She says, but she keeps on saying, and a lot of people keep telling me, do list videos. Make list videos. Top 10, top 5, top whatever. You know what I'm saying? Do that. So I came up with the idea, what if I did it in the form of a top 10? Just 10 things about a character. So I'll try to limit them to only 10 things about the character. If I have to do extra credit, it's a university. Extra credit exists, right? So, I'll actually tick off, 10, 9, and a new, factor. 10, 8, a new fact. 7, and just keep going like that. So it's kind of like a countdown video of 10 things about a character. I'm going to try that. I'm going to see, you guys let me know if that sounds stupid or not. I don't know until I try it. But let me know. The next character I plan on doing is Bill Foster, the guy Larry Fishburne. Lawrence, sorry, he hates. When you see the opening credits to Boys in the Hood, it says Larry Fishburne. So I've got that ingrained in my head. But then I found out later on, he's like, yeah, I decided I don't like Larry Fishburne. I like Lawrence Fishburne better. And it's Lawrence Fishburne. Who's going to tell Lawrence Fishburne, I'm going to call you what I want to call you? None of us. So it's Lawrence Fishburne. Anyway, Lawrence Fishburne is playing Bill Foster, Black Goliath or Giant Man, depending on which stage in his existence he was. So I'm going to be doing him, and I've already wrote the format in 10 things about. So we'll see how that looks on Tuesday. We'll see how that looks on Tuesday. Here's a clue. Matey. What? Yeah, about a minute. I know, right? I always say about a minute. What is this? You're the best around. Yeah, I know. What a great song. F those folks, Professor. I watched the first 2 episodes of Cobra Kai, but I didn't get YouTube Red. Now every couple minutes my YouTube keeps freezing. That's messed up. Here's a clue. Matey. You want me to do SpongeBob Explained in a Minute? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what it sounds like. Or Popeye. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up because, like I said, I'm beat. I was sleeping. My wife was massaging one of my feet. I'm gonna go lie back in bed, and she's gonna massage the other foot now, or at least that's what I'm gonna try and solicit. I am beat, dudes. So yeah, thank you so much for showing up. I hope you guys got a couple of good free comic books. If you didn't, if you forgot somehow, go to the comic book store tomorrow. Serious, that's real talk. Go to the comic book store tomorrow. They're probably going to have a bunch of leftover ones. Like they got them for free, so they're not allowed to really solicit off of them. Anyway, okay, I'm out, guys. Thank you so much. I'm caught up on the comics. Good night, Bill. Good night, Edward. Good night, everybody. Bless you, Red Black Cane. And yeah, you guys are awesome. Later, guys. Class dismissed.